Arrowhead Stadium was exciting, and not just because people were excited about the Chiefs game coming up. There was also a secret buzzing through the halls of power. There was some juicy rumors going around about head coach Andy Reid, who is known for his love of a good hamburger and a well-done play. Taylor Swift, the pop star who had recently started going to Chiefs games to support her boyfriend, tight end Travis Kelce, was about to have an event that would change her life. Reid, who Kelce trusted, told everyone that Travis was ready to propose. Taylor was very excited when she heard the news. She fell deeply in love with Kelce because he was so charming and had the same contagious energy as her. People were really interested in their quick romance. It was like a modern-day fairy story happening on and off the field. When game day came, you could feel the stress, even though the Chiefs beat their opponents easily. Taylor sat where she always does and watched, feeling a mix of worry and happiness. Each catch Kelce made and score he celebrated felt like a step toward the moment that would make their lives different for good. The crowd went wild when the final whistle blew, marking another Chiefs win. But now the real show could begin. With a sly grin on his face, Kelce walked over to Taylor. The whole stadium was glued to the pair. He got down on one knee and held up a beautiful diamond ring. Time seemed to stop as Kelce spoke from the heart. The stadium echoed with his words. Taylor accepted it with a nod, tears running down her face. The loud cheers from the crowd were like a symphony of happiness for the happy pair. After the game, Andy Reid winked at Taylor in the locker room, where everyone was. She teased, "Knew you couldn't keep a secret, coach." Her eyes were beaming with joy. The news that they were getting married went viral, taking over news outlets and social media. There was nothing but happiness in that moment. It showed how strong love is and how Travis and Taylor's shared desire had brought them together. That day, the Chiefs won more than just a game. They saw the start of a beautiful new chapter in the lives of two of their own men. At Arrowhead Stadium, the air was filled with excitement. It was the Chiefs' last home game of the season, and they won big to make sure they would be in the playoffs. But what was really exciting was going on off the field. People all over the country were crazy about Taylor Swift's relationship with Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce. Her gut always knew something was wrong, and this night was no different. When asked about it before the game, Andy Reid, the Chiefs' usually quiet coach, told a juicy secret. "Kelce's got something special planned tonight," he said. "Something that'll make headlines bigger than a Super Bowl win." Speculation was going crazy in the news, but Taylor knew the truth. That was it. The moment she had dreamed of ever since she fell in love with Travis's silly charm and kind heart. As the last bell rang and rockets lit up the sky in red and gold, Taylor was backstage with her heart racing. Travis suddenly showed up, but instead of his normal swagger, he had a nervous grin on his face. He took her hand, and the love in his eyes made her weak in the knees. He started, "Taylor," his voice full of feeling. "You've made me the happiest man in the world. You're my love, my best friend, and my inspiration. Could you do me the great honor of becoming my wife?" He got down on one knee and showed her a beautiful diamond ring that sparkled like a star that had fallen. She gasped, and tears came to her eyes. It was more than just a proposal, it was like a dream come true. She couldn't say anything because she was so happy. She just nodded. "Yes, Travis," she finally said in a whisper. 1,000 times yes." He put the ring on her finger and sealed their love with a kiss that could be heard all over the stadium. As word of the proposal spread, fans cheered, happy for their favorite tight end to marry the pop star who had won his heart. That night, Taylor and Travis were celebrating with their closest family and friends. Andy Reid made a toast. To Taylor and Travis, he said loudly, "May your love be as unstoppable as the Chiefs' offense." Everyone in the room laughed and cheered, but Taylor only saw Travis. She cried happy tears as they danced slowly under the moonlight. This was the start of their forever love story. Taylor Swift, the famous singer known for her #1 hits, was backstage at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where the air was thick with excitement. She was feeling a lot of different emotions at the same time. The loud roar of the crowd made her heart beat faster, and her mind was a mess of worried and excited energy. Tonight was the first game of the Bengals season, and her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, the charming tight end whose skills on the field were matched only by his charm, was about to play. Taylor had no idea that a secret plan was being made that would change the course of their love story forever. Andy Reid, the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, was given a very important job: to plan the perfect proposal for Travis and Taylor. Reid is known for being very smart and loving his players. And tonight, everything was perfect. As soon as the Chiefs walked out on the field, the crowd was filled with energy and excitement. As Taylor watched from the bleachers, he couldn't help but beam with pride as Travis's tall figure came out of the tunnel, his famous smile beaming with happiness. She had no idea that this night would hold a surprise much bigger than the start of the season. During halftime, the Chiefs band played a mix of Taylor's biggest hits. With a smile on his face, Andy Reid walked up to her. "Taylor," he said first, his voice warm and shady, "Travis has something special planned for you tonight. Get ready for a surprise." Taylor's mind was running with all the things that could happen. Is it possible? The crowd broke out in cheers as the fourth quarter came to a close, ensuring the Chiefs win. But the night's real high point was still to come. As the players huddled together on the field, Travis took the stage. His voice echoed through the arena. "Taylor," he started, his voice full of feeling, "you are my love, my partner in crime, and my biggest fan. You will never be the same after I ask you this question tonight, in front of our Chiefs family." Taylor was so shocked that tears were running down her face. As Travis got down on one knee, the crowd went silent, and everyone looked at the couple. "Taylor Allison Swift," he asked the woman, his voice shaking, "will you marry me?" A loud roar filled the stadium as Taylor, filled with happiness, nodded her head and cried, making it hard to see. Travis put a beautiful diamond ring on her finger and sealed their love with a kiss that could be heard all the way through the stadium. In the days that followed, the proposal got a lot of attention from both fans and the media. The Chiefs' locker room was hopping with excitement as Travis and Taylor's co-workers praised them and sent them lots of love and well wishes. Andy Reid planned the moment that everyone will remember, and he was beaming with pride because he knew he had helped make a love story that would last forever. As Taylor and Travis started their new life together, they were thankful and excited. They also knew that their love, which was formed in the roar of the crowd and the thrill of winning, would always be a part of Chiefs history. They would always remember that beautiful night at Arrowhead Stadium as they walked into the future together. It would remind them of how love had won over everything,